For outline, we will present first, introduction, second, objective, third, methodology, fourth, hypothesis and result, lastly, conclusion and discussion. Currently, Thailand is in number 6 for most prisoners in the world. Government spends so much budget on the criminal part to resolve this problem, and ex-offenders come recidivism from no job. For introduction, a reason for overcrowded prison mainly because of no job situation, which lead to crime commitment, and when prisoners get out of prison, they are not accepted, therefore lead to no job again. Then they start crime and get arrested again. This cycle has to be stopped. For objective, we research opinions of people toward former inmates' acceptance rate of society, and lastly, to compare the growth of labor market with inmates' vocational training. In methodology, we started from documentary research, create survey, then we launched survey online, and we put all the gathered data in data analysis. For data analysis, we use stratified sampling to randomly select a sample from survey, normal distribution to test data distribution, descriptive statistic to be able to describe the average of samples, and then we test hypotheses. For stratified sampling, we use data from Thailand's household to compare with the survey data and classify into sections as a table here. For normal distribution test, as a result of a test from a table, it showed that the data was not distributed normally. Therefore, we cannot use parametric method. For descriptive statistic, we use descriptive statistic to find average of survey samples to use in hypothesis test, as the table here. In our survey, the demographic information that we use are including gender, age, education, occupation, and the last factor is income. For hypothesis test. For hypothesis, first hypothesis, p-value is 0.196, meaning opinions are in the same way, and descriptive is 3.98, meaning most people agree that they notice about the problem. Second hypothesis, since there are several lawsuit cases, opinions are in different ways. P-value of sexual and life lawsuits are 0.000 and 0.017, meaning there are separate opinions. But for property lawsuit, p-value is 0.241, meaning opinions are in the same way. Since opinion on sexual and life lawsuit are not aligned, main witness use is needed. For life lawsuits, those who have different opinions are students with civil officer and civil officer with employees. For sexual lawsuit, the different opinions group are students with civil officer employees and employees with freelance. And lastly, the descriptive is 3.26, meaning people feeling neutral for working with inmates. Third hypothesis, p-value is 0.399, meaning opinions are in the same way, and descriptive is 3.17, meaning people feeling neutral to live with former inmates in the community. Fourth hypothesis, p-value is 0.165, meaning opinions are in the same way, and descriptive is 2.82, meaning people feeling neutral on income influencing hiring inmate. Fifth hypothesis, p-value are 0.320 and 0.152, meaning opinions are in the same way, and descriptive are 2.41 and 2.37, meaning people feeling not agree to neutral to buy goods and service from inmates. Sixth hypothesis, p-value is 0.053, meaning opinions are in the same way, and descriptive is 3.76, meaning people agree on having guidelines to promote it. This graph shows labor market growth compared to inmate vocational. And these are Thailand inmate vocational training according to Thailand Department of Correction, which mostly they focus on mechanic and service. We can see from the growth rate graphs that they are growing every year, meaning jobs which relate to mechanic and service should be recommended for inmates vocational training. For construction, hotel and restaurant, the graphs are fluctuated but still grow according to the economy. They are still decent choice for the training. In agriculture growth rate graph, it decreased down every year, meaning agriculture is not recommended for inmate vocational training. For conclusion, it is to say that most companies still not accept inmates as employees, but people still welcome them in the community. And from the job trend graphs, they indicate that some jobs should be emphasized to help inmates get a job after leaving prison. And for discussion, we recommend on promoting inmate skills to make others interested in hiring them. Next is to organize an intermediary to help certify and monitor inmates. And lastly, to propose incentive for inmates to encourage them to work and alleviate tension from work.